All right, it is that time of year and we are getting started. So it's time to get some seeds started, and that's what we're going to go over today. I have been using an online software called Seedtime, but I'm not really sure if I totally want to give up my little pen, paper, and containers. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take seeds, we're going to put those in and kind of try to match up everything. This is the container that I have. You can see the dates, and I saw this the other day and I thought, why am I not doing this too? Even though this has start February 9th. So this year it will be actually the 7th or possibly the next week. We're gonna see. Last year I started seeds on Fridays, but I have my grandbabies on Fridays, so it'll probably be moved to maybe Thursdays or Saturdays. This Thursday I already have appointments, so that's not gonna happen. So we may go with Saturdays. So this is what I went off actually for the last few years. You can print this out at garden.org. You put in your zip code and it tells you exactly, well, not exactly, but kind of like a time. See, like I can start properly I can sow these seeds between February 2nd and February 16th. So I could have already done this last week, and I kind of picked a middle time last time, I believe, or I kind of staggered them. But a lot of these colder crops can be done anywhere in these 2 weeks. So I don't want to try not to overwhelm myself a little bit, trying not to feel like I'm behind. Now onions, I am a little behind because I did not get that done. I don't have very many onion seeds. I was actually just going to use the seeds I have. I have a few, and that's probably what I'm still going to do. I'm still going to probably go ahead and put them, go ahead and get them started. I'm not too far behind that, so we'll see how it goes. The reasons I'm going to go ahead and do this is because some of my little containers like pumpkins or winter squash, I have the date on those already. So I just move the whole thing to the container with the dates. That way, when it comes, February 9th, 10th, whatever day I'm going to pick, I just pull all those containers out and that's what I'm going to start. So hopefully I won't be so overwhelmed, and that way I don't have to get on my phone or get on Seedtime. I can just kind of mix these and decide. It kind of helped me get organized as in my beds out in the garden. I kind of can see where everything is going to be month by month and see when something is harvested and when it needs to be gone, then I can plant something else. So it is helping with that. I am a paper pen person, so I really still like my pen and paper. And I really like this where I can hands-on, I can see this with my own eyes, go in there on a shelf, pull it off, and I can see it. So here's what I was talking about. So if I can get this open, you're going to see that hang on. You're going to see that I have pumpkins, and I'm going to start those April the 19th, April the 26th for winter squash. Peppers will be March 1st. Now all these, they do not have dates, probably because I will pull these out or pull out ones that I want to do, but I may put the date on them this year. I don't know. I'm going to see what I'm going to do. But then I have this one too. So a lot of these are March, April, and here's the onions. January through February 2nd. So kind of missed that, but we're going to try them anyways. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and that's what my containers, these little plastic containers are actually set up according to this paper. So I'm going to go ahead and get my containers set up again. Then I'm going to go and check Seedtime and kind of compare and see if I have everything in here, because this paper does not have everything on it that I plant. So I've got flowers and things like that as well. So I need to put those in a container because I want to make sure that I get those planted as well and get those started. So yep, let's get to it. Found all the containers, got them in order. So this side is start and this side is sowing. So these will go directly into the ground at that time. Of course, these will all get started as seeds inside. So now I'm going to get my paper and I'm going to go ahead and see what goes where. I think I just made a decision. I don't know why I didn't make this decision before. So I have all these empty containers with dates on them. Why? I have no idea. I think what I did was, so for instance, like kohlrabi, or maybe if I had, let's see what else, like cabbage, I was only planting certain ones, so I would pull them out and then put them in that container. Well, why not just write the date on this like I have with some of these others, like carrots? Sowing carrots May or March 1st. Why don't I just do that? And then that way I will probably have a start tub and then a sow tub, because there's going to be too many. So I don't know why I didn't do that before. Just put the date on the actual thing. It's labeled sugar snap peas. So I just need to put the date on that when those go in the ground. I can pull them out and then I can decide if I want, you know, I'll know at that point how many to do or what I'm doing. So, okay. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to write all those dates down. Okay, another thought. So that seemed like a really good idea, but then I got to looking at my containers, and this is actually start February 2nd. And so I took the ones that are, say, where are they at? Kohlrabi. They get planted February 2nd through the 16th. So there's a 2-week window there where this gets planted, and I'm not going to plant this all 2 weeks. So I might plant this a little bit the 2nd, I might plant it a little bit the 16th. So that's why I had these, because this told me what to start. I'm not planting like all the kohlrabi right here and that's it. So I forgot about that. So forget about that. These are still going to be used. But I did go ahead and put these on here so I know when, what window to start these in. So I can look at this a little bit easier. Some of these I'm not going to be able to do, like some of the mixed things like herbs or anything like that, or like a miscellaneous one that I have. I'm not going to be able to do that because they're going to have different times. Some might be started, some might not be started out. So I'm still going to do that. Still going to do the start which specific days, because that is the weeks that I am starting what I was talking about. So I'm going to be looking and starting. See, I've already missed this, so probably change that to like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, maybe. Okay, change the plans again. All right, I'm going to show you why, because I think I'm just going to go with seed time, and I'm going to print out the task lists for each week, and it's going to tell me how many to plant. It's going to tell, or how many to start, and it actually tells me where they're going to go. I actually am paying for this right now. I wanted to see if I would use the layout and if it would help me. And so I'm trying it and gonna see how it is. I plan on planting caterpillar tunnel, putting in some new rows in between the garden and the caterpillar tunnel. So we'll see. But I'm gonna show you this on my computer and you can see the list. Wishy-washy. I don't know if you can see that. It's not, doesn't seem like it's in very good focus, but so this would be what I'm going to be doing this week. So this is due the 14th, which is next Friday, I guess, or next week anyways. And so this is just what I'm planting now. Of course, this up here is what I'm overdue. It's onions. So this is what I'll be doing this week. And I can actually print this out, and then I can go to the next week. See, I can print that out, which is probably what I will do right now, so that I will have that. And then I will go to the next week and see. I think this is going to be the same thing, because yeah, that's the next week. That is the same thing. So we're going to go to the week after that, and then we have new stuff. So we have Brussels. Nope, that's the overdue stuff. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so this is the week. So we're going to be doing lettuce, mustard, broccoli, cauliflower, chives, and it tells me I'm going to be doing 18, so I'll probably do a little bit extra. And these are the 3 raised beds that it's going to be in. I'm going to be doing looks like 4 of this, 4 of this, 4 of this, 208 mustards. Not really. That's funny how that counts that. I'm not sure that we'll have that many, but I don't know how many seeds I have, but that is that's what that's going to be. So I was looking ahead a little bit, and it actually looks like seed time says to gourds. We're going to be starting gourds, not placing them in the ground yet. And we're going to be starting peppers March the 1st, or somewhere in there, and tomatoes. So this is kind of spreading it out a little bit. And you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see in my calendar, if I do this by seeding date, Then it shows you, of course, the garlic is already in the ground. Here's the onions that I have yet to do. So next up is Brussels sprouts and cabbages. So these all get seeded here this week, and then it just kind of moves down as you get into the first part of March. And we're gonna see. This is a lot of stuff, guys. This is a lot of stuff, or feels like a lot of stuff. We're gonna try this. This is gonna be new for me. Probably not gonna go off of this as much then. It's gonna kind of give me a game plan. So I've got to rethink my containers then, and I may leave them with the dates on them because that does kind of help me out. But that way I can just put them, put the dates kind of together, and then I can grab them easily, I guess. And I may use my little wooden, well, it's not in here. I have a little wooden seed carrier that my son made me. And so I'll just use that, put my little seeds in that, and take them out there and plant them. All right, so let me know how you stay organized. If you're a pen and paper kind of person, if you like a computer program or a spreadsheet or anything like that. So leave your comments below. Let us know how you like to organize your garden. If it's big, small, however you do it. Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to be lovely lights today.